I'm sure I'm not the only one who enjoys Indian and Middle Eastern cuisine. Now, how many of you knew that there was a local retail and wholesale provider of Indian and Middle Eastern and Asian spices and groceries? Pomika Sales, located in Tamuning, has been around for quite a while. And Kavita Hemlani, whose father started the business, says the community's response has been overwhelming.
It's been phenomenal, the response. We've had such a nice welcome from the community and all the folks that we know out here who've been very, very supportive over the years, but we've got some new friends who've joined and have come out here and been trying our stuff.
Hemlani says it was a happy accident as to how Pomika Sales came to be.
In talking to my father, basically the Indian community on Guam has been about 50, 60 families in the 35 years that we've been here, and it was really difficult to get a lot of Indian spices and groceries when we were first starting out, so everyone would just kind of bring them when they came back from India or Hong Kong or the States.
She says her father would bring in stuff and family would ask him why he didn't bring items for them.
So he started bringing in a little extra, and we would put things in the store, maybe like a few here and there. And as popularity spread, other Indians and other friends would be like, well, we want some stuff too. And that's pretty much how it got started, I'd say about 10 years ago now.
Now, upon entering the store, those who fancy Indian and Middle Eastern foods will instantly recognize the familiar aroma coming from the spices.
We do have everything from spices. We have ready-made spice packets or separate. We have ready-to-eat meals, frozen stuff, any kind of different oils and different sauces, different pickles and things like that, and even tea. We've got multiple kinds of teas and multiple kinds of rice, just to kind of expose all these different flavors of a region that's kind of far from here, but there's such a huge community here that enjoys that.
Hemlani says that Indian and Middle Eastern dishes are gaining fans because it's readily available on island now.
People are becoming more aware of Indian food, especially with all the restaurants like Marriott's been doing their Indian promotion. Curry Kebab's been here for years, and now we've got this new Indian restaurant called Grand Taj that just opened up. So in addition to that, and also the Taj restaurant in Palau, it's just been really phenomenal to have all this available here, thousands and thousands of miles away from India.
Pomika Sales does wholesale with different restaurants and hotels, not just on Guam, but also Saipan, Chuuk, Pohnpei, and Palau.
It's just been something to kind of promote our culture, but it's not just Indian food. We also have Middle Eastern items, we do have some Asian items, and we are looking to always expand. If there's things that people are really, really wanting, if there's a good response for it, we'll try and see about bringing it in. So we always encourage people to let us know what sounds good to you. We'd love to try it too.
What is it about Indian and Middle Eastern cuisine that has people raving about it? Hemlani believes it has to do with the combination of robust flavors.
People have a misconception that Indian food needs to be spicy hot. It's full of spices, which can include like cumin and coriander and cardamom and things like that, but it doesn't need to be hot. It's just that melange of flavors, and I think it hits different parts of the tongue and the palate, which is very different from things that we're used to, especially on island. We're used to the Asian mixing of flavors, but this is also the sweet, the smoky, the spicy, and it just lingers, I think, a little bit, and it's in a nice way, you know, but it's a whole different flavor palette that I think a lot of people are getting into as well.
Some popular items include
anything tandoor, anything grilled is always easy. You know, Guam is barbecue land, so tandoor is our version of barbecue, where it's cooked in a tandoor, which is a clay oven, and it's amazing. You can make breads, you can make meat, you can make protein, any kind of fish in there, and you still have that smoky but cool flavor.
And she says their curry mixes and sauces are also a hit with those trying to eat better.
Indian food is heavily vegetarian because the culture is heavily vegetarian. So we take all the local vegetables. We cook bitter melon, okra, anything that's available, eggplant here, that we can cook and make it a healthier version. Instead of just frying, it's cooked in a sauce. It's got that flavor, it's got that kick. And I think it just appeals on a different level. You know, we have a lot of items that are naturally gluten-free, eating more vegetables. Everyone's trying to figure out how to get more vegetables in their diet, and I think it's not just steamed vegetables. not just a salad. It still has that flavor and that robustness that it really appeals to the palate, and you don't realize you're missing the meat.
In addition to food, Pomika Sales has many other items available.
We also have Indian clothing, we have gift items, we have, scarves, we have some beautiful shawls, some nice tops, Indian jewelry. We also have costume jewelry. We also do henna services here, which I know lately is becoming really, really popular. I've seen a lot of it on the island, but that's something for us that's very traditional, and we just appreciate sharing that.
As for what the future holds for the business,
we'd like to expand. We'd also like to look at maybe getting some items from Europe and from Africa that we don't really have here right now, but as our population increases to include people from these nations, everyone wants to stay connected to their home and their culture through food. That's the easiest way to do it. If nothing else, you have that sense of, oh, I'm home when you eat a meal from your culture.
You can find Pomika Sales on Facebook or give them a call at 646-2970.
So we're open 7 days a week. Monday through Saturday we're here from 10 to 6. Sunday we're here from 12 to 5. And if somebody needs something outside of hours, we're trying to be accommodating as much as possible.
Hemlani hopes that people watching will make it a point to stop by the store and see all that they have to offer.
You have to just come and talk to my dad and the people here, because my dad's the one, he's like the evil scientist of our kitchen. Everything new comes in, he wants to try it. He just appreciates good food, because for us that's a sense of culture and of family, and he wants to share that with everybody. So we would always have somebody come by. We can show you how to prepare items, we can give you recipes, which we also post on our Facebook page, and we can also teach you about how to mix flavors together. But we also want to learn from our people that, we want you to try your stuff, experiment, and tell us, what have you done with this?